Of course. Why is my face cam being finicky? Also, why is the bottom screen being finicky? Got lots of questions right now. You know what? We're gonna go upper display only. That's what we're just gonna do today. Face cam, why you be like this? I changed the settings, and sometimes when I change the settings on the face cam, it gets angry. And this time it's decided to get angry. So I don't think the stream is actually lagging in any way. I think it's actually just that the face cam is being weirdly finicky about it. And sometimes it fixes it on its own, and sometimes it doesn't. So we're gonna... Let's see, did that help it at all? It should be fine. No? Oh, maybe? Okay, it looks like we fixed it. I don't really know what I did, but it looks better. So, statistically speaking, welcome to the stream, Playmaker and Beta as well. How's it going, you guys? Hope you are having a wonderful day. What is an Ultra Nuzlocke? Well, this is actually something I made up for Gen 2, but we are actually playing it on Soul Silver. So we're going to be playing on Gen 4. It is a Nuzlocke in which no healing during battles, no grinding of any kind. You are allowed to battle the trainers, you are allowed to get the first encounter, and you are allowed to fight things that you encounter along the way, but you are not allowed to grind at any point during the entire game, intentionally. If there is a trainer, and you have to go out of your way to fight the trainer, and you happen to run into a wild Pokemon, sure, go ahead and fight it. No grinding, though. No intentionally leveling up your Pokemon in any way. It is a Nuzlocke, so Nuzlocke rules do apply. But this Nuzlocke is designed to be much, much harder than a regular Nuzlocke, since you will almost always end up under-leveled, especially if any of your Pokemon die. So, really vital to keep them healthy and alive. I've played it on Gen 2 before and made it as far as the, I want to say Elite 4, but I've never actually beaten it, but I've never actually tried it on any other gen. I happen to know Gen 2 is a very, low-leveled game. All the way across the board, since the 8th badge is only level 40. So I am deciding that I'm going to do it on my favorite game, which is Soul Silver. Well, technically Heart Gold, but Soul Silver as well. So I am going to try this out on, for the first time, a new game. So I did just purchase Soul Silver. I didn't own it before. I only owned Heart Gold, so I decided to purchase this just for this particular purpose. And so we are going to be jumping into it. And let's see how we do. So first off, obviously, it is a Nuzlocke, and I'm sure you guys have seen Soul Silver and Heart Gold before. I don't have a starter in mind right now. It is not randomized. It is on actual hardware. So if you guys have a starter you want, I'm going to check all three for shininess, because if you guys didn't know, in Gen 4, or specifically in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you can actually see whether they're shiny on the rotating thing instead of when you actually get them in your party. So you get 3 chances to have a shiny, and if one of them is shiny, I am going to be grabbing that, obviously. Otherwise, I am happy to take anybody's suggestions. Name is Gold. I mean, Playmaker, if you want to go grab it, you're welcome to. I'll be streaming for about 3 hours, so... And... yeah, so... first thing I'm going to do, which I already should have done technically, is boost my... Yeah. Give me my bag. Actually, let me just try... I mean, I can do this, and then you guys can see the top and bottom screen, but I don't think you guys want to see that. But I'm going to do that, just so that I have it. Better beat the game in that time. That seems like a terrible idea. And by that, I mean, speedruns are usually about that. Oh, battle style is set to set, by the way. And we're going to go with orange. We're going to go with orange. Ooh, what is that? My phone is buzzing very loudly. Alright. I would love to speedrun this game, but speedrunning these games requires like real RNG manipulation, which both requires perfect movement as well as starting the game up in exactly the right frame after you change the clock, and I just am not feeling like trying to restart for that. It requires almost near perfect movement all the way through the 4th gym, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I believe it also requires tweaking, which if anyone knows anything about tweaking, or if you don't know anything about tweaking, tweaking is something that you can do in Gen 4, where you bike fast enough between 2 seams of 2 different settings that are in the overworld. They aren't necessarily changes between like a route and a town. They can be inside the same town, but if you go fast enough back and forth, it tries to load 3 zones over in the game so that it can transition smoothly. And so when you enter the next one, it unloads the one on the prior side and reloads one on the other side. But if you go back and forth across the seam at just the right timing, you can actually confuse the game into thinking that it should have a different one loaded, so you can actually jump across the world because it gets very confused about which one is correct. And I do believe that this speedrun requires that if you are going to actually speedrun it with glitches. If you aren't going to use glitches, then it requires RNG manipulation. So you've got 2 options, and I don't actually know how to do either of them. Alright, so we're going to look at the... Are they shiny? They are not shiny. Alright, so as a result, I will do what I always do. Either community vote, or I will roll a die to try to determine which mon to take. I have this dice box beautifully carved and ornate with dice in it. So if you guys don't give me a suggestion, I will just use a die from here. And what I usually do is a d20, where 1 through 6 will be one Pokemon, 7 through 12 will be another, 13 through 18 will be another, and then the 19, 20 would just be a reroll. Always Chikorita? Why always Chikorita? Alright. Alright, Eric has spoken. Alright, so we're gonna name you... Alright. So we're gonna now go over, let's take a look at Neon Zero. It's staring steadfastly at Gold's face. I feel like all of you are staring steadfastly at my face. Oop, I didn't mean to click on you twice. Looking this way and smiling. Alright, so we're gonna get some potions here, I believe. Now, Gen 2, I know really well in terms of, like, where hidden items are and stuff. This, I don't think, is an exact remake. It's slightly adjusted, obviously, with the whole Lyra plot and all those kind of things. So, some of the hidden items that I know where they are may or may not be in the same place. Now, it's worth noting that this Pokemon will be 100% utterly worthless, pretty much until the 3rd gym at best. So we're going to have to make do with that. Let's take a look at... Oh, I got to go check my mom. Is that what you're about to tell me? Yeah. Yeah, we should take a look at our Chikorita. It's Adamant? Adamant? Chikorita. Okay, that's something. What moves do you have? How do I see your moves? Where are they? Oh, on the bottom screen. Okay, Tackle and Growl. For anyone who's curious. You guys don't see the bottom screen, but... Maybe I can have it show you the bottom screen. It might get angry at me. I'm pretty sure that the first grass type attack you get is also Razor Leaf, which is physical because it's Gen 4. So that's pretty cool. Look at this walking speed we got here. Oh my gosh, so Jesus. There are so many people stopping. All right, you're gonna give me your phone number. I get it. I'm just literally not able to walk past this point though. All right. And now we're off. That makes sense to me, Playmaker. I'm cool with that. Did I get pinged? Why did I get pinged? Oops. I walked too far because I was looking at the pings. Alright, so you're not allowed to intentionally grind, but like I said, you are allowed to, like, go from point A to point B. So my goal was to get to this item. Like, I had a destination in mind. Is there something back here? I think this is where What's-Her-Face comes on certain days of the week, but it's not that day. I think it's Monday or Tuesday that they're there. It's Wednesday right now. So I'm allowed to walk there, but, like, I can't go up north because there's nothing for me to grab there right now, so I don't have any reason to go there, so I can't go. But I have encountered a Pokemon here, and so as a result, I am allowed to fight it. But I'm not, like... I can't do this if I didn't just randomly stumble across it. So it's an interesting take on a Nuzlocke because of the fact that sometimes it incentivizes you to actually like want random encounters to show up because you just need the levels or you want to get a couple extra experience points. Healing outside of battle is perfectly fine. Pokemon centers are perfectly fine, but you cannot heal during battle, and you cannot battle style is set to set, and you can't grind intentionally. Do I call you Fivimian, or do you want me to call you Chef, or do you want me to call you, like, what is it? What do I call you? Or is it Fivimian in the... Are you not Chef? You have the same profile picture, but I don't actually know. I have no idea what to call anybody here. Or do I just want to call me Static? Do you just want me to call you Static Sight? That was mostly English. How is the vote doing? I haven't checked in a little while. Oh, it does seem like people really do want to play the extra games. All right, cool. I'll organize that. All right. Simeon or Kara? Is it Kara? Kara? So for anyone who doesn't know, this week has been absolutely wild. And by this week, I mean yesterday. So what happened yesterday was that I was supposed to go get some blood drawn for just a cholesterol test. Like, it was just, I went to the doctor on Wednesday, and they were like, you haven't had one in 3 years, so and at this age, you usually get one every 3 years, so, like, you should get one. So I was like, cool. They weren't, like, worried about it or anything. They were just like, hey, this is, like, standard. So I was going to go do that. So I go, but you have to fast before that, so I fast in the morning, I go do that. Then I was going to go hang out with my mom for a little while before we were going to go down to Boston to take a look at some apartments and do some viewings, which was cool, and I was, like, totally down for it. And then at, like, noon, so I do that, I get the blood drawn, and everything's fine and dandy and cool and whatever. And then at noon, I get an email from my boss of a camp that I work at that was like, hey, Robert. And I was like, hey, boss, we are not offering you a position this year. And I was like, I've worked at this camp for 9 years. And I was there as a camper for years before that as well. So why not, basically? But I was also busy, so I didn't really respond to it. I can't make the antidotes do a thing. All right, respond to 2 antidotes. And so I, like, didn't know what to say, so I didn't really respond. But I told people who would be inherently affected by my lack of being at camp. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I'm not going to be working this year at camp, which was a problem, and everyone was upset about it. And I was upset about it because it's a camp that I've worked at for a long time, and I wanted to go. So anyway, that happens, and I start telling people that I'm not going to be going. And I go down to Boston, and I look at the apartments, and I actually really like one of the apartments. And so I start trying to figure out if it's an apartment that I actually want to end up in. And so I go, from there back home. I call my sister, my dad, my mom. We, like, talk. We try to figure things out. It is all good. It's whatever. But in the middle of that, I also had to call the boss of the camp because multiple people had emailed her being like, hey, why did you fire him? And so, because they didn't expect that I would get fired. And so, so my boss was like, yes, this is like why I fired you. So I had to have that conversation, which is like not a conversation you ever really want to have with somebody. And, you know, like I don't know. It's not, on some level, it's like getting broken up with, but in this case, it was more like getting rejected from college. The email that I was sent was like a stock email that was like, we had lots of very talented applications this year, and we just can't offer you the position. And I was like, really? You had lots of very talented 9-year veteran applications this year? I'm surprised. Anyway, all that to say, I went home, and then I started working on the lease. So I got a hold on the apartment, so it's off the market, but I haven't not technically gotten it yet. And today has been spent all just trying to get that squared away while everyone else is calling me about this job that I no longer have. So, it's been a very, very long week. Ooh, Razor Leaf already? Yo, I'm down. So it's been a very long week, not gonna lie. And it's only Wednesday. And I'm going to the Red Sox game tomorrow, which is super exciting. I am not fighting you. I know it's experience and it's limited in this game, but it has Poison Sting, and I'm a grass type, so nope. Oh my god, these encounters. You will not have Gust yet. I know your level up moveset. It doesn't include Gust yet, so. Oh, good, I missed a tackle. This is good, this is good, this is a good start. Alright. Honestly, Chicory is not bad for a Nuzlocke because it's super bulky, but. Alright. So anyway, Kara. I will go with Kara. Noctali, welcome to the stream. Eric told me to. I didn't really choose it. I was going to roll a die, but then I didn't get to roll my die, so I'm sad about it. Alright. Whoops, I did not mean to go into the grass there. Yeah, I'm going to run from that anyway, so. I'd love to be at like level 7 before I go back, but I don't really have a choice about that. Alright. So let's talk to the dude who should give me the berry pouch. Or the apricot pouch, or whatever it is. Apricorn. Alright. Alright, because in this game they replaced all of the berry trees with apricorn trees. Straight Nuzlocke, straight Ultra Nuzlocke, same as I've done with Gen 2 before with Crystal, but I've decided to try it with Soul Silver this time. So not randomized, on real hardware, playing through legit, but it's the no grinding battle style set, no items during battle, no held items are fine, obviously. No healing items during battle, I should say. If I want to use like an X defend, I feel like I'm okay doing that. I'm comfortable with that being a part of the game, but I'm not allowed to use healing items. You kind of messed me up last time, Pidgey, but I'll do it. I think this is holding a berry too, this Chikorita. Ooh, nice crit. Nope, no berry. Oh, I missed another tackle. Technically, I don't have balls yet, so even if this Chikorita dies, it's not the end of the world. But it would be frustrating. Alright, so we hit that level 7 that I was hoping for. I am going to use a potion, even though I don't really want to. Alright, I'm going to move things around slightly. Just slightly, so that I can see. Okay. That's all I need. Alright. Now I don't have to look down. I can see the bottom screen on my own screen. And right here in the originals, there's a potion somewhere. But I don't know if it's here in this game. Yeah, I don't know if it's here in this game. Alright. Dude, I should play Pixelmon. I wish that was a thing. Still. How have I been? I just told a story about how stressed I was yesterday and how life kind of took a 90-degree turn. But it's okay. Life's otherwise fine. Dude, that was a fun battle. Just edited my week 3 battle today. And then I also recorded Topside for him today. So that's good. So that's going to be fun. You guys are going to see another very, very good game. Or I should say a very, very Goldoa game. That's what it feels like. Oh, I shouldn't have healed! I got a free heal right here. I used a potion. I totally didn't need it. Now I only have 10 potions. Alright. Yeah. You like my chikorita. I have an egg. I get it. Just... I can't even grind an egg right now. Theoretically, I could walk around to hatch an egg. That's not a problem. But this egg doesn't technically come back to me until after the first gym, so... we're just gonna walk back, maybe hit level 8. That's sort of the plan. Well, I tried to be in the fewest amount of grass possible. I don't think I want to fight you. Tired but not quite ready to fall asleep. I've been there. I was there pretty much last night, actually. Alright, so no intentional grinding, which means if there's a pathway that doesn't involve grass, we take it. Dude, my Nuzlocking is important business. Alright, we got the heal, and we didn't do anything since then, so we're just going to keep on trucking. There's no other items, I don't think, in Cherry Grove for us at all, which is kind of upsetting. The old rod's not here. There's no way the old rod's here. The old rod's in the Pokemon Center by the cave after the first gym. Passerby boy! Alright, so I don't think Razor Leaf is going to be better than Tackle here. Tackle's base 35, Razor Leaf's base 45 plus Stab, which is an additional half, so 22.5, so 66.5. 67.5, I was right. Divided by 2 is 32, 33, 34.25. Yep, so Tackle is stronger by 3/4 of a point. What is what? Call the rivals to div. Oh my god. Dan is not good at typing. I have not looked on Facebook. I have not been on Facebook recently, no. Unfortunately, Rosie. Unfortunately, Talia, I have not been on Facebook recently. That's a lot of experience. We take that. Speeve. Ben, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. For anyone who doesn't know what the why Noctali Rosie is saying that I should call the rivals Staduv, I do have a Let's Play channel. It's a secondary channel to GoldoaDragon. It's not there. That I do with my roommate that is very dead because he's very busy. But we played Heart Gold. Not a Nuzlocke, just a regular playthrough, and he named the rival. We were gonna call him Steve, and he mistyped it, and that just stuck for the rest of the series. Pixelmon, it got taken down, and then I have to reinstall it, and there's new, like, logins and stuff, and it's not worth it. I mean, it's probably worth it because it was super fun and I played it a lot, but, like, it's not worth it. We've all been there. Alright, so we are gonna... I guess for old time's sake, I will call it Staduv. The boy's name. So Steve was his name. It was spelled that way, but it was pronounced Steve. That was a big thing, so. I mean, Kara, you say that, but you also aren't lazy. Well, you might be, but I am. You might be, I am. No, it's also that so right now, the things that are taking up my time, if I do have any free time, which is incredibly rare, are Splatoon, because I've continuously loved Splatoon 2, and I've always loved it, and Slay the Spire right now is the only other thing that I'm playing at all. And Slay the Spire is a phenomenal game. I am a sucker for deck builders. So, did you give me Pokeballs? I don't think I was supposed to give me Pokeballs right there. Does Lyra give me Pokeballs after the catching tutorial? They might have changed that. Alright. We're going to try to race through this early game so we can get to the interesting stuff. Yeah, I love that they make you watch the first one just for, like, to juke you into thinking that you don't have to watch a catching tutorial in this game. And there's arguably no reason to think that she's going any slower now than she did the first time. Like, the Meryl made a couple moves. She clearly threw a Pokeball and caught it. Like, that first one was 100% sufficient. Also, HP being down, I don't think it's actually HP as a percentage of your hull. I think it's actually, if it's below 50% and if it's below 20%, those are the ranges where yellow and red start. So that attack actually didn't do anything in terms of increasing her catch rate at all. That's not a huge power Meryl. Clearly not. Maybe it's just a timid Meryl, you know? Alright, so we've got Pokeballs now. And that means that the Nuzlocke has officially begun. We do have the opportunity now to catch a Geodude, and should we fail to do so, this first gym is going to be incredibly difficult. Does not matter what this first route encounter is. Honestly, no matter what it is, I'm probably not going to use it. But right now we're going to run up here with the maximum number of Pokeballs, and we are going to try to grab a Geodude. That is the goal here. Spearow will be okay. I can work with a Spearow. If I catch a Zubat, I'm in trouble. Not the end of the world, but I'm in trouble. Alright, there's a Geodude. And you have a really good chance of finding a Geodude up here, so... Is this on DS or ROM? This is on DS. This is a legitimate hard copy. Now, if I have to choose the first route encounter, I think I want a Pidgey. I think that would be the best encounter down there. I don't want to tackle you 50 times. I just don't. I'm just not feeling it, you know? If I throw 2 more balls, if I have 2 balls left and I haven't caught it yet, I'd have to just tackle it down. But I didn't think I'd have to. Alright, cool. Who wants to be a Geodude? Does anyone want to be nicknamed a Geodude, or does anyone have a nickname that they would want to give to a Geodude? For reference, I almost always will nickname my Geodude Dude Perfect. It has saved me in Nuzlocke before with that name, and so that's what I go with. But if you guys have any idea that you want to name it, I am all ears. I am happy to name it whatever you guys choose. All right. Sorry, I just got a text from my father. Gym Leader Geo. I'm gonna call it, that's way too many letters, so I'm gonna call it GL space Geo. That's the best I got. It's just too many characters to do that. Let's take a look at Geodude. Geodude's holding an item. It's holding an Everstone. Why? It's sassy, which is actually not a terrible nature, since I really don't care about its speed. Oops, I wanted to put you in front. Alright, let's talk to Geodude. Oops. Oh, he's pretty stoked. Very composed and sure of himself. Gym Leader Geo is very composed and sure of himself, isn't he? Alright, so we got a route encounter here. Perfect. It's a Rattata. Alright, I'm going to catch it so that I can call dupes on any future Rattatas, but not ideal. Not what you're looking for. I mean, it's not a bad mon per se, and I definitely could use it. It's usable early game. The problem with that is that there's no such thing as grinding, right? So, like, if I use the Rattata and its experience is just going to Rattata, well, then that's experience that I don't get in some other Pokemon. But that being said, the only Pokemon I'm probably going to use throughout the game will be Geodude and Chikorita from this early part of the game, at least. Don't care about Geodude, but next grass type, name it Carney. Alright, if I catch a Bellsprout, that's the most likely one, probably. At least in the early game. Since there's a chance to encounter Bellsprout on the route just east of the next city, and then Violet City, and then there's a chance just south of it as well. So, got a couple chances for Bellsprout, and the one in the Sprout Tower, obviously. You can't catch Bellsprout in Sprout Tower. But anyway, nickname for Rattata. I mean, Playmaker said Betty. That was for the Geodude, but it is a female Rattata, so I could name it Betty. Sturdy in Gen 4 doesn't work like it does in future gens, so I'm not really worried about not having Sturdy. Although it doesn't really learn any recoil moves by level up either, so Rockhead's not that useful for Geodude in this case. Sturdy's only useful because it prevents one-hit KO moves from possibly hitting it. So that is definitely an important thing to think about when you have it, but in Gen 4 it doesn't work where you survive with 1 HP no matter what. It's not a free focus sash. Alright, so I will take a look at the Rattata. If the Rattata is Adamant or Jolly, I guess I'll stick with it. Would have preferred a Pidgey. Didn't get one. We do have only Tackle and Defense Curl. I know it didn't show up on the screen since we only have the top screen right now, so you guys didn't see that, but I need this thing. I 100% need Geodude to learn Rock Throw before we go into the gym. That is non-negotiable. Geodude will need to learn that, and if it doesn't, by just luck of the RNG and finding enough Pokemon in the wild to find that, to get that, then I am going to be in trouble. There's no two ways about that. So we are going to... We're going to train Geodude up, and hopefully it's going to get there. This fight is disappointing. But there's a reason that I'm not switch training it. It's because of that. That's half a level. Alright. I was hoping for a little bit more. Sentry would have been interesting. I've just never used Sentry ever. But I am going to switch it out here. Just for risk of it dying. Let's take a look at how much Razor Leaf does. From our Adamant Chikorita. I'm pretty stoked about that. Adamant Chikorita is pretty great. Look at that damage. Alright. So down goes the Sentret, and Geodude will get a little bit of experience, and Chikorita will get a little bit of experience. That actually brings Chikorita to level 8, which is fine. Chikorita, again, the thing is, Chikorita is not going to be useful in the first gym at all. First 2 gyms at all, really. And we just have to deal with that. Screens actually will be vital, or not vital, but very cool to have later on in the Nuzlocke, and it does get both screens by level up. So that's pretty sweet. I'm actually not complaining about that at all. Do need more balls here. I did save some money for balls. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody who's going to give me anything in here. I'll talk to them, but I'm pretty sure nobody gives you anything. Alright. Cool. And my apologies for not having the bottom screen. I bought 10 Pokeballs, got a Premier Ball out of it. It's just was being finicky today, and I just decided to shut it off. Alright, Pidgey's my encounter here on Route 30, which is an interesting one. because it is something that I had wanted, and I will possibly just use for a while since Starly's not in this game, unfortunately. So is this a Nuzlocke speedrun versus the TBL League? No? Not 100% sure how to answer that question. No, this is not related to that at all. I am not personally participating. I am just supervising. It is my league versus the TTM, people. It is not the actual TTM members participating, so that's fine. Oh my gosh. Just get it to half. Just get it to half. You survive a crit here, so... But I'm not allowed to heal during battle at all, so I might as well switch out. No, I am not competing. I am supervising. I am in charge of making the schedule. I'm in charge of making sure everyone battles. It's like I'm basically commissioner of this league. I didn't really want another league, but suddenly it happened, so it is what it is. If there was a tie based on the prior rule set, then I was going to fight Jolt for the final spot, like for the tiebreaker. But with the new rule set, there won't be a tie. So, all right, Pidgey's nickname. Drop APA if you must. I would rather not drop APA right now. I'm having a good time with it. The APA is the Showdown League. I'm not doing anything else. I'm doing that in GBA right now. And then I'll be doing the TBL Summer League I will be participating in. Have I enjoyed how have I enjoyed the GBA so far? I'm 1-1. Yes, I'm 1-1 so far. Week 3 versus Tup will go up on Sunday. I've been enjoying it. I like the people. I've had a good experience so far. I mean, it's still early, but like, I certainly haven't had any complaints so far. Battles are apparently like more difficult to schedule for these people for some reason. I mean, they're all like adults, but they happen very, very late. So normally you're supposed to be like a week ahead, right? But they aren't. So there's battles for week 3 that have just not happened yet, which is stressful because like they're supposed to be uploaded on Sunday, and so like mine's happened. My week 4 battle coming up this week, so I'm good on being a week ahead, but pretty crazy. Anyway, I guess I will nickname this Pidgey. I'm gonna name it Ra. It's the sun god. Alright. So, let's take a look at Betty. It's a careful nature. It is the minus special attack nature. It does have runaway, which isn't useless. And Pidgey has Keen Eye and is a naive nature, which could be a good mixed attacker, I guess. It does feel that way, and so far, some people have stayed consistently, like, barely ahead of schedule. So far, nobody's missed an upload, if I'm not mistaken, but people have stayed barely ahead of schedule, whereas in other leagues that I am in or run, people generally do try to get the battles done, the week that they're supposed to be assigned, not the week that they're supposed to be due. Which is generally, in my opinion, a preferred style, not gonna lie. I do like when people get their battles done earlier rather than later. I always prefer to get my battles done earlier rather than later, in case anyone was curious. I mean, I can help you guys out once the matchups are all set. I can't, like, I'm not gonna help you guys prep or anything as long as I'm making the schedule. But once the matches are set, I'm certainly more than welcome, if I'm not mistaken, to like give you guys help in front offices and stuff. But it will be a competition. There will be like stuff going on. But yes, I personally will not be actively like doing the battles. I allow my minions, my grunts, to do them for me. I don't need to. I'm above all that. I do realize I made this challenge. I slapped Danza across the face with a white glove and made this challenge. Of course I know what it's for. I don't think I'm actually supposed to run back every single time I take damage. That just seems to defeat the point of not grinding, because I will always run into something on the way to this out of this grass. So I'm just going to keep going through it. Ooh, have you ever wanted to waste your time and tackles? Well, now you can. We don't even have to speed it. I have 0 special attacks on this entire team. In fact, I have only 1 attack that can possibly hit a ghost type right now. In fact, I only have 1 offensive attack that isn't tackle on my entire team. And it is Razor Leaf. And the first ghost types we're going to encounter are Ghastly. You know how much that cares about a Razor Leaf? Not at all. How does my no grinding rule function? I am not allowed to intentionally find encounters. Obviously, you will run through grass and Pokemon, and you will encounter wild Pokemon. And I am allowed to fight those. Additionally, I'm allowed to fight whatever trainers I want 1 time. I can't go back with the Versus Seeker and try to fight them again. You get one time to fight each trainer. This is literally doing no damage. Oh, God. Oh, nice crit right there. But yeah, so that's the way it works. And if, like, it's still a Nuzlocke, so if Pokemon dies, it's dead. And if you have to nickname every Pokemon, all those things, first Pokemon on every route. When I am trying to find the first Pokemon on the route, I'm obviously allowed to, like, run around in the grass. And if I am enforcing dupes, so if I find a Pokemon that is the same species, so like another Rattata or Eradicate that I still have the Rattata for, I can find a new one, but I am allowed to fight the one that I found. So basically, Pokemon that you would normally find just like by playing through the game, you can fight, but you can't run around intentionally searching for more Pokemon to try to fight, to try to get levels. That was some decent experience. So all the stuff that I'm just like randomly finding here, I'm allowed to fight it. You need me to list off all 8 of my coaches? They all have the coach role. They're the ones in red that have the coach role. I was careful and made sure that everyone was organized appropriately. Can I do it after the stream, or does this have to be organized like right now? Or do you want me to start planning that instead of playing the game on stream, which I'm happy to do. I will happily go do like scheduling and randomizing draft order and stuff like that right now instead of stream. Just because I'm like one of the better battlers in the league does not mean that the league is going to, like, none of the TTM guys are actually doing it. Alright, yeah, just tell me what's going on and I will be there. Am I randomizing draft order? I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do it on stream, in fact, since we have all 16 coaches. That can be the last thing I do on stream is just click randomize and show draft order. We don't have to show the doc or anything, but like that's like I don't think we're ready to do that yet, but it could work. Matches will be taking place on Showdown, and then I will stream them, and then the finals. So basically, the way that I think it's going to end up working is that there is going to be 5 matches that a person has maximally. Most people will play 3. So over the course of 2 weeks, they have to play 3 matches on Showdown. So not like super fast, but like not, you know, you don't get, it's not like 1 match a week. And so over the course of those 2 weeks, they play all 3 of those matches. Then the top two players from the TBL and the top 2 players from the TTM will advance to the semifinals, with one playing 2 each side. So the better team from the TBL will play the worst team from the TTM, and vice versa. And then that's the semifinals. And those 2 games, as well as the finals, will all be live streamed on the stream live, not the replay. I will show the replays of the other games on stream, or at least particularly interesting ones to try to give highlights where they're applicable. Like, I'll watch them all myself and try to get a gauge of them, which is a lot of games because there are 16 people. That's 8 games times 4, 24 games that I have to watch. So I don't think you guys want to just sit here and watch 24 games back to back to back. So I'll try to pick games that have something interesting happen or something interesting that makes them worth showing, or maybe they're just showcasing the person that advanced, you know. And so then we'll do that. Then we'll move on to the semifinals and finals, which will be shown live. That is the plan, at least right now, for a future Wednesday. Obviously, this Wednesday, the plan is just starting to exist, so we're 8 times 4? Why is it 8 times 4? Everyone plays 3 games. It's also worth noting, everyone plays 3 games, but it's like, if you and Playmaker both play each other, and then, like, that's 1 game, but each of you plays 3 games, you know? So, I'm not actually sure how many games it's going to be. It's going to be a lot. It's not 8 times 3. It's different. Oh, did I verbally say 8 times 4? I didn't mean that. Zaza, welcome to the stream! Hope you're having one for the day. Glad to have you with us. I have 3 tackles left, guys. I've been tackling so many things that I'm running out of tackles. And a part of me wants to go back and just, like, heal, which I think is legitimate, because I'm out of tackles. But then I'll walk through the grass, try not to get an encounter. Alright. Honestly, I'm not even sure anybody from the actual TTM squad is supporting this, but we're gonna make it happen. Danza seemed okay with it. Sticks allowed us to do it, so that checks out as enough for me. All my tackles back. Alright, I'm going to put Rattata out front, and I'm just going to automatically run away from every Pokemon that I find until I get back to where I was. So that I'm not just acting like grinding. Alright. Yeah, I got word from the higher ups that it's okay to do this. Cool. So it didn't give me any encounters there. One more grass. One more grass. But the good thing about having a Pokemon with Runaway is that I can just run away. Alright. I know the beginning of the game is a little slow. We'll get through it. We're making it. And it will be very, very soon. Alright, so now we're back to where we were, so. It will be very, very soon that you guys start seeing my Pokemon become very underleveled very quickly. And if anything dies, especially if Geodude or Chikorita dies, like, my Pokemon are immediately just hosed. So that's always fun and very, very good. Oh, do I want to fight this? Yeah, I do. It's worth a lot of experience. It's good damage. You're out of here for this. So, I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. Not gonna lie. That's what I've been doing for the last, like, 10 minutes. So, there are 16 people, and everyone plays 3 matches, but you are playing other people who are playing matches, right? So it's not that there are 24 games, but from a that makes it sound like there's not 24 games, but I think there is 24 games because the first week or the first set of matches, right? There are 16 people, so there are 8 matches being played total. The second set, there's another 8, and the third set, there is a third set of 8. So there must be 24 games. But I don't know why I can't, in my head, logic that out. But it's just not working. So 24 games that I will peruse and see if there's anything particularly interesting that happens. Then I'll probably showcase something like either 10 of them, or I'll edit together like a video where I showcase some from all of them. That's a lot of work and is more effort than I'm probably willing to put into this, but like I might. And if I have 2.5 hours, I can show a decent amount of content there. I could arguably show all of them, but I don't think you guys want to see that. So maybe I'll do like a showcase where I talk about who's in it, and like what's going on, and then I'll show some of the matches, some of the highlights, and some of the stuff, and it'll be cool, and you guys will be like, whoa, this guy's really good at like videography and cinematography, and I'll be like, huh, no, but thanks. No one's gonna say that, but you know, I can dream. And so anyway, from there we will just kind of continue kind of existing. Ooh, showing games and having people hop in call actually would be super fun if anyone's around during a stream. Yeah, I do that for the TBL right now, and I actually really like it, so that's a style that I can get behind. The problem is stream delay, so if you're watching the stream, like the battles on my stream, you're going to be like a little bit confused. Because they're going to be a second behind, but you can technically watch a showdown battle. We could like sync up and just say 3, 2, 1, click go, and then the battle will be going. And you can talk about your plays as it's going, but then you have to like... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Can I undo that? Okay. I was thinking about it, but I actually have time on Friday, so I will do it on Friday instead. I wasn't sure if I would have time Friday, so I opted not to, or I was trying to think if I had to do it today, but I don't, so. Zera Aura Swag B3, welcome to the stream. Alright, Dunsparce. Here we go. 1% Dunsparce, this is it. That's a Geodude. We already have one of those. So that's dupes. So it's either a Dunsparce or a Zubat, I'm pretty sure. Or a Teddiursa. I think there's a 5% Teddiursa in here. But that might be only in the old games. Yo, I can't believe that. We got it! Alright. Does anyone have a nickname for Dunsparce? OP Snake? Dude, if it has Serene Grace, I'm in. This Nuzlocke's over if it has Serene Grace. Oh, come on. Pierre. Sushi. Oh, I love these names, dude. These are great. I don't know who Tsuchinoko is, but it sounded like sushi. And Dunsparce looks like something you'd put in sushi, let's be honest. Oh, come on! Stop it. I could hit it again, but I risked the crit. I still have 8 Pokeballs. Hey, there we go. It's a weird fat snake thing. That seems really appropriate, actually. All right, let's go with Suchi. The land snake Pokemon. I thought it said the Lord Snake Pokemon, and I was like, yeah, it is. If spotted, it escapes by burrowing with its tail. It can float just slightly with using its wings. It can? Its wings do something? They help something? Why can't I just name it Tsuchinoko? Tsuchinoki? Tsuchinoko. Oops. Ah, computer. Why? I don't want you going to sleep right now. Excuse you. Where'd the audio go? What computer? What? Why did you just go to sleep, first off? Okay. Oh god. Don't do that. Where did the audio go? Aurora randomized draft order? Dude, you're taking my... I have one job here. I have one job. Aurora's just doing it. Okay, so I don't know where the audio just went, so we're gonna explore that real quick. I'm gonna close that for a second. So give me one sec, because my computer decided it was just going to sleep, and then it woke up, and now the audio's gone. So we're gonna restart the app and see if that works. Hopefully you guys can still hear me just fine. Okay, got it back. So we're good, I guess, on that. Let's take out Tsuchinoko. It is a naive nature, so speedy Dunsparce, you know. Yes, it has Serene Grace. It only has Rage. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm gonna use that thing. I don't care what anyone says. You can give it Headbutt in the forest? Oh my gosh. It's so on right now. Alright. I do still have an encounter here on Route 31 as well. Bellsprout exists. Poliwag I don't think I can get yet. I would prefer a Poliwag, honestly, but... Alright, cool. It's not, that's helpful. I appreciate you guys doing that. Weedle? Alright. I'll catch a Weedle. What should I nickname Weedle, guys? Ooh, it speed ties with my Geodude. Does anyone have a good Weedle nickname coming up? Because I have a feeling with it at that health, we are going to be able to catch it. Dude, if I get a Heracross in this playthrough, my Mega B nickname is Inez. Legalize me. Dude, they already did that. That's old news. Weedle, the hairy bug Pokemon. It attacks using a 2-inch poison barb on its head. It can usually be found under the leaves it eats. Alright, so... Alright. So let's... I like that I can actually keep this nickname a secret until we look at it a second later. It is a Jolly Weedle. With Shield Dust, which will become Swarm. I wish Beedrill got Shield Dust. That would actually make it like more competitively viable. Slightly more competitively viable. Alright. So we do have Weedle now. Right now, my primary goal is to get Geodude having Rock Throw. That's, like, I don't care about any of the other Pokemon right now. Well, no, not Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill should not have Shield Dust. Regular Beedrill. Regular Beedrill gets Swarm, which is eh. But, yeah, Mega Beedrill's adaptability is way better. 100% adaptability is better. It's just that Shield Dust is better than Swarm. I don't even know why Swarm exists. They don't have that for every type, but it does exist for the starters and then for bugs, you know? And it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Had to kill a male shiny Mawile because you're looking for a female shiny Mawile. Why did you have to kill it, Olgami? Why did you have to kill it? Oh god, I have to sneeze. Oh god. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we're good. Sheer force of will just push that one away. What game are you chaining in, out of curiosity? Dude, someday sooner than later, am definitely gonna run String Shot. It lowers speed by 2 now, and in double battles it hits both opponents. That's crazy. That's like crazy speed control. Well, I am sorry that you had to kill a shiny Mawile. I would have just caught the male one and then restarted the chain. Because you can't, in any way, affect gender. You can affect, like, you can do a synchronize and affect the nature if you try. You can try to affect the nature. And then, of course, you can change the IVs later when you bottle cap it, but you can't change the gender. Alright. Sure. I'll let you give me berries. Alright, Kara, thank you for hanging out, and I will talk to you after the stream, I'm sure. Just trying to logistics out everything that's going on. Geodude, I think it has to be level, I can't remember, 13 to get Rock Throw. It's upsettingly high. I mean, we're level 9 right now, which means we'll take any hit from the Pidgey and the Pidgeotto, but still. Alright. Use Q-Charm male Cleffa in the first slot. Do I have a battle with you right now? Oh no, okay. Is there a Q-Charm glitch in the... Oh, Q-Charm... Does Q-Charm actually affect the gender of the Pokemon you find? If it's in the first spot in your party? I actually did not know that. I only know about the Q-Charm glitch in Gen 4. Alex Cool Rocket, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Glad to have you with us here on the stream. I don't think there's anybody here who gives me anything, but I will talk around. I got nothing to lose. Look at that full party of 6, guys. Holy Lanta. We've done it. Alright. Most of these mons will not last, but... sure. What do I think of Primo? Oh, wait. I feel like I'm supposed to answer a certain way. But I'm just answering. I'm hoping he like puts it on. I'm hoping he like puts it on TV or something, so you guys can see it, because you guys don't even know. Your Pokemon are really smart. Treat a Pokemon does not obey you right away if you don't have gym badges. Okay. Why don't my own Pokemon stop obeying me if I don't have enough gym badges? Are my Pokemon stupid? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Your Pokemon are smarter than mine? Alright, you want to trade berries for shards. Right. I don't remember if the trainer school in this game gives you the Quick Claw as it does in other games. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Most organized lead. What a good hashtag. No, I don't want to be a winner. I didn't mean to do that. No, I don't want to hear anything else. I just want the Quick Claw. No. Oh, Geodude. Geo, calm down. I know you're really excited about school. Alright. So we do have a couple more fights that we can get into. The problem is these are all Bellsprouts. And every single one of these Bellsprouts knows Vine Whip. So Geodude will 100% have to be switch trained the whole time here. Alright. So we are going to... Before we go in there, we're going to actually go... Is there an encounter over here in this game? Or did they get rid of it? Because I do have a couple more encounters that I can grab to try to round out the team a little bit. I don't have a lot of experience to grab before the first gym, but... so there's no encounter over here yet. And I can't get one south either. So this is it. This is the team. So one option is training Geodude, and I think I have to do that. Because again, I really, really want Rock Throw before I go into this gym. And the only way to do that, because I'm not allowed to grind, is to fight the trainers that I am allowed to fight, which are these guys, and then the 2 trainers in the gym before the gym leader. And if I don't get it before that, then I don't have it for the gym leader. And that's the way this goes. That's why I got Geodude as fast as possible, and I've been training it ever since, and you guys can see that even that does not guarantee that I will have enough levels. So, unfortunately, we're going to switch train pretty much this entire gym. Or not gym, but like Sprout Tower. And since the battle style is set to set as a part of the Nuzlocke, I can't just switch back into Geodude to always get free experience. It would have to come in on a Vine Whip, which is not going to go well, and I'm not allowed to use healing items during battle either, so unfortunately Geodude is going to have to be taking hits at some times. So that is the way this Nuzlocke is going to go. You guys are going to see it. Me making some risky decisions about whether or not I even bother. Do I switch in the Geodude? Do I switch in the Dunsparce? You know, how do I want to play this? So, because being set to set and knowing that they only have Vine Whip right now, I actually could go into my... I'll go into Weedle here. It's a possibility that I might be able to evolve Weedle as well. Not super useful for the first gym. But at least it resists Vine Whip here 4 times, so... and I don't think you can actually poison it either, but... Because I think it is grass poison. It's going to be neutral. Alright. But I think getting a level or 2 on Weedle also honestly won't hurt for the long run. Getting an early game Beedrill, not a bad thing to have, honestly. Poison Sting is not great stab, and it doesn't get better, but still, imagine if Beedrill got Mega Horn, guys. Just imagine. Godspeed through this tower. I mean, I could just use Chikorita, but, like, look at my team right now. It is not designed. I could also train up my Pidgey if I was, you know. Alright. I'm going to take the risk here and see if my Geodude can switch into a Vine Whip. How much it does. I'm going to take this risk. If it dies, this first gym is basically becoming impossible. Oh, I only did 4. Okay. I'm not going to stay in, but it's good to know. Dude, I want to train Dunsparce. I will. But I'm going to do that after the first gym. There's a lot of trainers between the first and second gym. And a lot of like time. So I'm going to definitely train it in there. Because Geodude is really useful with Rock Throw. Once it has Rock Throw, it does not need to be trained anymore. It will defeat the first 2 gyms without a hitch. But it has to have Rock Throw. Okay, I just like don't have anything right now, which is something. Now there are Pokemon here that I can grab. I can get an encounter here. It will always, I believe, be a Rattata, and I already have a Rattata, unless I come back at nighttime, at which point it can be a Ghastly. And I wouldn't object to a Ghastly, honestly, but right now I don't believe I can encounter one, because it's not night yet. Now I could stay in. He had 3 Pokemon. I'm going to tackle. I want to see what this does. Does this one-shot? Almost. That stresses me out because I believe Vine Whip has a high crit rate. Razor Leaf has a high crit rate. Vine Whip does not. Okay. Feel a little better. I am 1 level from one-shotting. Alright, that's cool. So we'll just keep on punching through. And then I can just potion up after this. A crit will do 8, which is doable. This one has a better defense IV, I'll tell you that. We can still take a crit even if we miss our tackle here. So that's okay. And that'll put us very close. Alright. So it looks like Geodude actually can handle these. It's actually better that I'm playing Gen 4 than Gen 2 right now, because if I was playing Gen 2, then the Vine Whips are special, and this Geodude does not take them nearly as well, but here we are. X accuracy? Okay. Alright, this is going to be a Rattata. It's going to be dupes. But I will kill it. Because I'm allowed to. Yeah, I know. That's the only reason this kind of a Nuzlocke can work, but it's also the only reason that this kind of a Nuzlocke is the only challenging way to play through Johto. Because if you're allowed to grind in Johto at all, literally at all, like you could do an hour of grinding and be leveled up for the next 4 gyms. So what I do is I don't do any grinding, and I'm still reasonable. There's Rock Throw. All right. That's all I needed. I don't actually need to train Geodude any further right now, and I will not. I'm going to switch Dunsparce out front. And we're going to start running through this with Dunsparce. See how it does here. Tsuchinoko, show me what you've got. I'm pretty stoked about it, not gonna lie. I can't believe we found one. What is its level up moveset? I'm gonna look up Dunsparce's. Well, I'm just like literally mashing buttons right now. Sorry, my friend is actually asking if I'm streaming, and I'm saying yes, I am streaming. In fact, right now. So I'm gonna send him the link, and he'll show up. I can't. How do I? Aha. Nope. All right. Rage. It gets. Oh, I was gonna look up its level up moveset. That's why I looked at my phone in the first place. Is Glare even a Gen 4 move? I don't know. My rage is building. Alright, dude, Shiny Dunsparce is strange looking. It's very pink. So it'll get Defense Curl at level 5, Yawn at level 9, Glare at level 13, Rollout, Spite, Pursuit, Screech, Roost by level up at 33. It's interesting. It will get Headbutt as a move to your move, which I'm definitely giving it, because 60% flinch chances, we take those. So it can Glare at 13 and Headbutt at that time as well. Yep, Dunsparce is definitely getting trained up. I will Paraflinch my way through this game, and nobody can stop me. That means that by the time that I get to Miltank, this thing could have Glare and Headbutt. Joe is here. Welcome, Joe. We are actually playing a Heart Gold or a Soul Silver Ultra Nuzlocke, meaning no grinding at all, or at least no intentional grinding. You're still allowed to fight trainers and like fight Pokemon, but no intentional grinding. And we found a 1% Dunsparce as our encounter in the cave, so here we go. Yo, look at that rage damage. So I'm not allowed to use items during battle. I'm not allowed to intentionally seek Pokemon out and grind. And yeah, that's pretty much what changes from a regular Nuzlocke. And the battle style is set to set. Yo, that +4 max HP. We get that Spadef. We get that speed. Look at those stats, everybody. Dunsparce. Alright, I'm actually pretty stoked about the fact that we have Dunsparce right now. And the Geodude is definitely going to make easy work of this gym, which I'm pretty excited about as well. Current team, I will do a little team recap real quick. You can't see the bottom screen right now. Tsuchinoko, is that weird, Elisa? Like, is that bad? So we do have a naive Dunsparce with Serene Grace, a little bit of somewhat of a clown here. It is a naive nature, so plus speed minus Spadef. And it has Rage and Defense Curl. We have Neon Zero, the Chikorita, which is Adamant, with Tackle, Growl, and Razor Leaf. I will actually switch Razor Leaf up front. There we go. We have Rattata, Betty, which has Runaway and is a Careful nature with Tackle and Tail Whip. Whoops. We have Pidgey, Ra, the naive Pidgey with Keen Eye, and just has Tackle. We have Gym Leader Geo, the Geodude, which is a sassy nature, which is the opposite of naive, which is weird. All my Pokemon have like Spadef and speed affecting natures, but whatever. With Rockhead, it has Tackle, Defense Curl, Rock Throw, and Rock Polish. Alright. And our last mon is Legal, which is the Weedle, which is Jolly nature with Shield Dust, with Poison Sting and String Shots. You just, like, spammed it. I was very confused. I didn't necessarily know what the intent there was, so I didn't know if it was, like, if I did something wrong. Am I allowed to trade? I don't see why I wouldn't be allowed to trade. It's on actual hardware. But that involves Geodude staying alive for that long. And I have a history with Geodude, getting me through the first 2 gyms and then just being very dead, so... Alright, that's a level 6 Bellsprout. That's going to do a bit more damage with its Vine Whips than I want. We have 12 Rages left, so this is going to do like 10%. Just kidding, I crit it, so it did like 40%. Vine Whip's going to do... Ow, he crit me back. For 10? Alright. That means I live another crit. And that did 6. So now if he crits me, he does 12. So I live another crit, but he will die to the rage. The built-up rage there. 108 experience. Hot dog, that's a lot of experience. Alright. Little squirt made me hurt. Weird thing to say to a child, but go on. Alright, so we have... I'm super excited for this Dunsparce, honestly. Alright, so this one did a little bit less damage. I don't know why. That other Bellsprout must have been like adamant. This one's doing 4 instead of 6, so we take that. Alex is currently at Disney World, so he's away, so we couldn't do Platinum without him, so I decided to do my own. This isn't a race, it's just me. Alright, so... Alright, that's good attack. Look at that damage, or look at that HP. Or the experience, wow, those were all wrong. Alright, how are you doing on health? You're down 8? Down 12. We'll be okay. I believe the final dude has a level 7 Bellsprout and a level 10 Hoot Hoot, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, level 7 Bellsprout. That's scary. We only have 5 rages left, so this is going to be the last fight that this thing can do, probably, in this tower. Ooh, this one's got growth. I don't like that. How much is this going to do? Ooh, he crit me. That's scary. We out. We're out of here. Alright, alright. Chicory's going to be fine. Chicory's going to be okay. Yeah. Oops, I used Rage Leaf. Because I switched it with Tackle, so I used it instead. That's where Tackle has been. This is why you should not change things, ever. That's all I have to say on the subject. Never change anything ever. Alright. Tackle! With my Adamant Chikorita. I missed my tackle. For anyone keeping track at home, that's 5 tackles that I've now missed today. And we definitely have not gone for 100, but the rest of them out of 100 should land. So if I encounter a wild Pokemon because I decide to run through grass, can I battle it? Yes, but I'm supposed to take a path that does not lead me through grass or lead me through the least amount of grass possible. But if there is a random encounter that I happen to find, I am able to fight it as long as it is still on the fastest path to get to my destination. Alright, Poison Powder. This guy sends out a Hoot Hoot. We do have a Geodude. He's probably gonna click Hypnosis right here. There's nothing I can do about it if it lands. Just go straight for the tackle. Alright, that's fine. Yep. 55% accurate guy. Lands it every time. That's 1 turn of sleep, though. Burn that turn of sleep. He'll probably need to growl me twice to survive the rock throw. Or to make it not a 2-hit KO, I should say. Oh, he crit me on the tackle, too. Wow, this guy... This may not kill, but it will. It should be at least easily be a 2-hit KO. No, it just killed. Alright. I didn't really take into account that I'm 4 levels higher than him. Alright, so we have... Dunsparce, which isn't really going to get a ton of playtime here in this... Well, I could... Theoretically, I can still just... I have a couple of rages left, right? I have 3? I don't think that's going to be enough, but we could try it. Alright. Right now, Dunsparce only knows Rage and Defense Curl. But it will... Basically, it's not going to get another offensive move very soon. But I can teach a Headbutt in the forest after the second gym. And it'll get Glare at level 13. And I believe it gets... What was the other thing that it got? Maybe it got Pursuit or something. Something weird. It gets Yawn at level 9, and then Glare at level 13, and then Roll Out at level 17. So it's not going to have anything better than Rage. for quite some time. But Headbutt, and it has Serene Grace, so I'm actually okay with it getting Headbutt in the forest. I just need to make it level 13 by that point, basically. The problem is the forest is actually still decently far away. Alright, so it went for double growths here, which only makes its special attack go up. I forgot about that in Gen 4. But it only has Vine Whip, so... it's not going to be doing any boosted damage, but I'm now out of rages. So I have to switch out. Oh, I agree, but it's going to be a little while. I mean, you don't get Headbutt till after the second gym. So I'm going to be putting up with this, you know, little... I clicked Razor Leaf again. I'm going to be putting up with this little Dunsparce clicking Rage for quite some time. Because we aren't even in the first gym yet. Alright. There's the Hoot Hoot. Again, probably Hypnosis here. Maybe I should have Poison Powder before I switched out there. Alright. Well, we're doing this. Both your stabs are equally resisted, so go crazy. Start frantically pecking a rock. The Dunsparce? Dunsparce learns Mudslap? Is Mudslap the TM now? I think it's Roost now in Gen 4. Which is actually super useful because I'm not allowed to use healing items, so I can actually give that to Pidgey. I'm not going to, since I'm only maybe using Pidgey. But, yeah, they changed the TM. Alright. Out comes the Bellsprout. We're just going to go out into my Chikorita. And we are going to tackle it. A lot. Now, Geodude being the highest level is fine, because again, for the first 2 gyms, Geodude basically carries. If it gets Magnitude, it can carry you through the forest, or through the cave as well, which is super nice. But I'm sort of holding out and hoping I end up encountering a Wooper. Which will start with Water Gun, and then I can just kind of rampage through the forest, the cave. If I don't find a Wooper, then my hope would be to find a Slowpoke, although the likelihood of that and the Dunsparce, both of those without encountering a Zubat once, would be pretty remarkable. So, yeah, we're going to have to see how that goes. So I don't really want to use that escape rope. I actually want to save it. I'm not gonna fight any of these wild Pokemon because technically I should have used the escape rope. But for monetary purposes, I'm actually gonna just save the rope. Poliwag. I've already missed the route that it's on though. And I do always have the encounter in Sprout Tower for Ghastly if I ever come back here at night, because I can't catch a Rattata. All right. Definitely gonna go heal up. Then we're gonna take on the gym. Geodude is going to basically solo this. I'm not gonna take any chances here. Yeah, I think actually night starts at 8 o'clock, so I could theoretically run back in there and try to grab one at that point. I won't be too far, probably. Like, I recognize that experience is important here, but Geodude's gonna solo the gym. There's no two ways about it. My goal with the gym leader is to set up a rock polish and then rock throw from there. Hope he doesn't click sand attack. Am I hoping for a different flying type? Doduo is a better flying type than Pidgeot in Gen 1, or in the, Gen 2 games. Honestly, if I had my druthers, Natu would be preferred, but I don't think I can get a Natu. Why are you suddenly deciding that you want to sleep all the time? Computer. I'm going to adjust your settings live. You are not a laptop that needs different settings when you're plugged in and when you're not. You are a desktop. When plugged in, turn off after never. Sleep. Yeah, screen. Don't turn the screen off. I don't care. I don't care if I'm being inefficient with my energy. I am using you right now, and I don't know why you decided that today you're going to start going to sleep after half an hour. Like, no. Get out of here. Alright. Yeah, rock being super effective against bird or flying is a very strange thing to me. Just because, have you ever tried to throw a rock at a bird? They're really good at dodging them. It's very hard to hit a bird with a rock. It's the same logic of why people say why does flying resist fighting? I think that was my favorite quote when I learned that, when someone was like, why does flying resist fighting? Like, what is the lore and the logic behind why flying resists fighting? The other guy was like, have you ever tried to punch a bird? And I was like, you can't argue with that. You just can't argue with that. But then again, I have definitely, like, birds sit on electric wires all the time, and they don't get electrified. They dodge anything you throw at them because they're just quick. I don't think I'm even hurt right now, am I? Did I take 1 damage? 4. Do I want to heal? I'll go heal. I'll be safe. I got nothing to lose. But time, none but time. All right. I don't think we missed an encounter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then we just can't get another encounter until we finish this gym. Okay. But then we get the egg. Actually, I'm going to deposit, because I'm going to get the egg right after this and some more encounters. So I'm just going to deposit Pokemon right now. I think I'm going to deposit Rattata. I'll keep Weedle. I haven't decided if I want to use the Weedle yet, because it will evolve very, very early. Yeah, Togepi would be tough to train. That's the issue here. That is honestly what I'm like most worried about, but Togekiss would be a different flying type, for sure. And it's not a bad one either. Alright. I'm Faulkner, the Violet City gym leader. People say that if you tried to clip a bird Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity, but I say, aha! Use a rock instead. It's faster and slightly more painful. Alright. So, rock polish. Goes for the tackle. Perfect. I might need to go for 2. Honestly, I'm going to go for 2 rock polishes just to make sure I outspeed the Pidgeot, or Pidgeotto. I definitely outspeed the Pidgey here. And I'm just don't go for Sand Attack. Goes for it. Alright. I mean, we're here now. We made this bed, we gotta sleep in it. I got greedy. I had a chance to just kill it. I got 15 of these. Oh! Only 6? 5 or 6? I might have been 5, but still. That was a lot of rock throws. I'm at -2 right now. And -2 accuracy, but +4 speed, so I will outspeed this Pidgeotto. Okay. Gust. It's a special attack, so it's, you know, annoying. Does 6. Ooh, we landed that one. Alright. I don't think that'll kill. I think I'm gonna need 2. Oh no. We crit him. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. That could not have gone better. Not gonna lie. Wow. That experience bar went at a weird speed. But that was great. Okay. Cool. 1 gym down. The easiest gym, arguably. But because the level curve is so wonky in this game, they're all fairly doable. And as long as Geodude survives, I honestly don't have to really level it up at all. And it will be useful. Excuse me, against the next gym. Yeah, there's Roost. Okay. So I don't really care what happens to Geodude at this point, as long as it doesn't, like, as far as leveling it up, as long as it doesn't die. It is also useful against 3rd gym, but it would need to be leveled up in order to be useful against 3rd gym. Obviously. I mean, by the time you get to the 3rd gym, it should be leveled up. Honestly, I'm hoping that Dunsparce will actually be, like, really useful against 3rd gym. By that point, I'm also hoping that I can get Reflect on Chikorita. Those are the 3 Pokemon that I'm, like, looking to use right now from this current party. Alright. So we're good on everything else right now. Gonna go heal, then we're gonna go south. Oh, there's a lady. Alright. When they realized they had to put the Kimono girls into the story more because they made no sense why they made you fight them. But now it sort of makes sense why you have to fight them to get Surf. Yeah. I don't know. Would you withhold having it evolve 1 level to get Reflect at 17 instead of 18? Is that the difference? Did you look it up? Because doesn't Chikorita not evolve till late? I didn't mean to click that button. I mean, I should be able to get it the extra level even leveled up. Oh, I could have gotten an encounter there. I didn't. Alright, you gonna give me this Miracle Seed now? It's going straight on Chikorita. I'm not gonna get an encounter there. I'm not going to get an encounter there. Do we want Darkrai and Victini? They do pair really well together. Victini's really, really good. Also, CJ, please stay. Don't leave me. Ekans! Alright, that's different. That's different. Not Intimidate, though, which is lame. I might kill it. It just occurred to me. Ooh! Didn't kill it. Alright. Yep. What should I name this Ekans? What should I call a female level 4 Ekans? I can say it was out of the Pokedex. Ekans, the snake Pokemon. It always hides in grass. When first born, it has no poison, so its bite is painful, but harmless. It is a 6'7" snake. That's terrifying. Can you imagine finding a 6-foot-long snake? That thing's in... I never realized it was that large. That's very large. And it's a rattlesnake, too. Which is terrifying. Name it Queen Cobra. Alright. Oops. As opposed to King Cobra. I respect the pun there. It's subtle. And I like how you put Cobra with a K there. Oh no, it doesn't fit. Alright, it's gotta be one word. That's fine. Queen Cobra. It's transferred to box 1. I'm actually gonna swap out the Weedle for the Ekans, even though it's not Intimidate. I do think... Well, Poison is arguably just a definitively worse type than Bug Poison. Since at least Bug offers some useful stab options where Poison only hits grass super effectively. Let's take a look at it at least. It's bashful. It has Shed Skin. It has Poison Sting, Wrap, and Leer. Neutral Nature versus the Jolly Weedle. I'm gonna keep the Weedle right now. Good job, CJ. You did the thing. I don't know if round 2 Victini was totally necessary, but like I'm not gonna tell you that at the time. I think Chaos is more interesting than telling you all of the facts. Alright, I don't need Geodude to be out front right now. Like I said, the level is perfectly acceptable. So I'm actually going to start training Dunsparce. One step. We took one step into the grass. And it's a Bellsprout. And I think I want to get Dunsparce to somewhere around... I mean, at level 17 it'll get Rollout. Which is... meh. But it needs to get to 13 in order to get Glare, and that's really the important thing that I need to get on it right now. Once it gets Headbutt, it'll be very, very useful. But up until that point, just having Rage as an offensive move is questionable. Alright, oh, it's nighttime now. Suddenly nighttime. Joe's just dropping facts right now. I love it, Joe. My hair, oh my gosh, it's being so annoying right now. Alright, nope, that didn't work at all. Didn't do what I wanted to do. I felt it fall. Alright, there is a Rattata. I could go back for Ghastly if I wanted it. It would replace the Weedle. I'm not too worried about it. Right now, I just really also don't have things to hit it. I mean, Razor Leaf from Chikorita would be the only thing. Wow, this guy does not want to. This guy does not want to build my Rage. Let me tell you. He does not want. Oh, my Rage is building though. Tad's gonna go down. Rock Throw from a level 14 Geodude will kill a level 6 Ghastly, yes. Alright, the non-buffed Leech Life. And we get some Rage off of that. If you can, so the thing about Rage is that I'm not actually boosting my attack stat. So if I do confuse myself, or if I do get like confused, then I don't actually do extra damage to myself, which is kind of nice. Learned Yawn. Alright. It's not a bad move. Glare is better. Glare is 100% quantifiably a better status option. But Yawn is not a bad move. And I definitely just want to make sure that I'm using up all 20 rages on this thing every time before I go to a Pokemon Center. Dude, I just love that I have a Dunsparce, honestly. It was the second encounter. I was so confident. I got a Geodude, which was dupes, and then I got Dunsparce. It wasn't like I dupes into Geodude a whole bunch of times. Now, I would Rage on this thing, but it has Poison Point, and there's a 0% chance I will not get poisoned by the Poison Point. I know it also has Poison Sting and can attack me right now on my Geodude that I just switched in, which would be unfortunate, but at least Rock Throw does not make contact, and so I don't have to worry about Poison Point. And now it is asleep, so... It's not part ground type till it evolves, so we don't have to worry about that. So this is just going to be fully neutral. And we're good. No Poison Point, no nothing. And like I said, I don't worry about Geodude's level, but I don't want it to fall behind either. I did say it is asleep, didn't I? Instead of asleep. I haven't saved yet. I'm going to save. I'm going to save. No, no, no. You can't have my phone number because you don't call me about anything important. And by bogging your phone down with people who call you with things that aren't important, you are less likely to get the phone call from the person that gives you something important, which is why I don't take their phone numbers. Alright. There's a ball up there. It's a Repel. I've been playing for about an hour and a half at this point. And yes, I only just now saved. Alright, so I do want to go down both paths here. And I want to get the guy who will give me a Quillfish Swarm's phone number. Just in case I do want to catch a Quillfish in this playthrough at any point, I'm going to grab his number. Ah, you also have Poison Point. Oh god. I forgot about double kick. You crit me on the first one. I love that it does 2. Like, yes, it's super effective, so it does twice as much damage. So it does 2 instead of 1. Alright. Camper Roland! The name Roland always reminds me of Jurassic Park. That's a really obscure reference. It's not even the first one. I think it's the second one. I don't even remember which one it reminds me of. How weird is that? Bellsprout. Alright, we're gonna fight you. We're gonna fight you with Dunsparce. Alright. This one does 6 damage. That's actually a decent amount of damage. Like, my Dunsparce took 6 damage from level 6 Bellsprouts when I was level 6. So for the fact that this one is doing level, like, 6 damage when I'm level 9 is actually pretty impressive. 72 experience, that's almost enough for that level. And we took a solid 15 damage there. So we keep potioning every time. Because we aren't allowed to do it during battle. So you gotta do it before. Alright. We'll grab that ball up there. Let's go Vine Whip. Yeah, everyone doing 6. This one's doing 4. That's a noticeable increase. You know, that's a solid 50% more damage. So, like, that is not a negligible amount. By any stretch of the imagination. Alright. So we're gonna hit level 10 here. Nice. Alright. Oh, come on. I don't even want to fight this, whatever it is. I was hoping to find a Wooper, which is more common at night. So the fact that it became night before I got my first encounter, or right after I got my first encounter, is kind of upsetting. But, you know, it is what it is. Alright, this Vine Whip should do, like, 4, 3. Okay, we got that defense boost, so now it only does 3. Ha! Hit that threshold right there. And 2 rages instead of 3 rages. That's actually that's a noticeable increase when it does 2 rages instead of 3 rages to kill. Great ball. Alright. Alright, I'm going to try to finish out Dunsparce's PP here, if I can in this grass. I can't, like, obviously do it on purpose, but as I'm just running through it. I only have 4 rages left, so I'm going to try to finish that out, if you know, the fates allow for me to actually get the encounters. And we'll go from there. Whew. Build my rage, bro. Alright, so down is gonna go the Rattata. That was almost English. It was so close. 2 rages left, and there's another encounter. We are just finding a lot of encounters, which is slowing me down, but it's also like I can't even be mad. And that's one thing about this particular Nuzlocke style that like doesn't exist in other Nuzlocke styles, is that I'm not even mad. It's like, yes, I am finding lots of encounters, and those can be very frustrating, but that's the only way that I can possibly grind, so I'm actually going to be content getting lots of, you know, random encounters. And that's the last rage that I have, so I will switch Dunsparce out from the front of the party here. And I won't even heal it. There's no real reason to. There's a Pokemon Center coming up pretty soon, but also because it's just a waste of a potion, because I'm not going to use it again. Alright. Oh, there's a ball over there. Okay. Bullet Seed. I don't think Dunsparce learns Bullet Seed. I don't even think Chikorita learns Bullet Seed, to be perfectly honest. Mareep! That's a cool mon. Would not have objected to an Ampharos, honestly. Should something happen to the Weedle, I will definitely grab Ekans. For now. But there's a very good chance that I'm going to get a Sandshrew in this next cave. Or an Onix. And either one is probably better than an Ekans, so... You know, we'll do what we have to do. Down goes Mareep. Can Dunsparce learn Bullet Seed? It is physical now. Dunsparce could learn Roost. It gets it by level up later on in the game, but... Oh! Chikorita can learn Bullet Seed. I don't think it's better than Razor Leaf. I mean, it can be, I guess, better than Razor Leaf, technically. But... Dunsparce cannot learn Bullet Seed. But Chikorita can. Oh, yo, watch me blow this Wooper back right now. But I don't know what I get rid of. And also, I'm going to need Cut very, very soon. And I know Chikorita can learn Cut, and it usually takes up a move slot on Chikorita's moveset. I can teach it to Rattata, which is a thing I can do. I don't think Pidgey learns Cut. I don't think Dunsparce learns Cut. Dunsparce might learn Cut. It would confuse me only a little bit if it learned Cut. think there was a pathway there. It looks like there's a pathway there, but I don't see it. Oh, I can't get to it. Alright. So we are going to get our rages back on Dunsparce. And again, ultimate goal here is to get Dunsparce to 13 to get Glare. But that's only prior to the cave. Not necessarily prior to... not prior to the cave. Prior to the forest. When I get Headbutt. But I'm not necessarily prior to the cave, so... Alright, now we're going to go... I keep clicking that button to get the bike, but there's no bike, so... Alright, so now we're going to go fight all of these guys before we go into the cave, with Chikorita at the lead, killing everything in its path, just slaying Geodudes and stuff. Alright. So now we get our Miracle Seed boosted Razor Leaves. On some level, I'm kind of hoping to find a Zubat in this cave. The justification for that being that if I find a Zubat in this cave, then I am guaranteed to get a Slowpoke and Slowpoke Well, which is still a type that I desperately need, because I don't have a water type right now. So there is that option to try to hope for a Zubat now as opposed to a Sandshrew. But I also... Ooh, you can learn Synthesis right now? Yeah, actually. That's way earlier than I thought you were going to learn Synthesis. I also wouldn't object to a Wooper in the cave. And then I don't really care as much about the Slowpoke. I believe you're the Quillfish guy? Could be wrong. One of you is the 6 Magikarp dude, and you know, that's a fun battle. Oh my gosh. Poliwag's really fast. I always forget that Poliwag's really fast. That's one turn. Alright. So far in this run, our most turns of sleep is 2. Slowbro or Starmie? I prefer Starmie. Personally. Especially since Slowbro doesn't have Regenerator right now. But, you know, I just generally prefer Starmie. But the problem with Starmie is that Starmie doesn't get any good moves by level up. It kind of has to use TMs the whole time. Whereas Slowbro at least does get some good moves by level up. And I recognize that Starmie is a trait evolution, so that's why Starmie itself doesn't get any good moves by level up, but Staryu doesn't get them either. Which is more what I was trying to say. Alright, so they lowered it from 6 to 4 Magikarps. Okay. You're gonna be level 15? Nope, just level 5. We're just gonna tackle the ones that are not scary, honestly. It's a straight 2 at KO. Dude, I love that Splash was a mistranslation of Hop. Partially because it's not like Hop is less useful than Splash in terms of like actual usage of the word. There's your level 15. But I just think it's very interesting that it is a mistranslation. Magikarp's so bulky. It's so annoying. Like, how does it not die from a stab super effective Razor Leaf with a Miracle Seed from an Adamant Chikorita? I know it's 2 levels higher, but it's 2 levels higher. All right. 160 bucks. You are a cheapskate, friendo. All right. Nothing up there. That guy will tell me if there's a quillfish swarm. So we're going to heal, and then we're going to run into the cave, whereby we will get one more encounter. Wooper or Zubat are the two things that I would be okay with. If it's a Zubat, then I actually get a lot of freedom to potentially look like I'm grinding in the next cave, or in Slowpoke Well. If I'm specifically looking for a Slowpoke encounter, I can definitely just kill a lot of Zubats. Unless I get like the Dunsparce encounter and just like happen across the lower percentage chance one. There is a flying trainer down here, so we're actually going to use Dunsparce for that. If I can get Dunsparce like the Silk Scarf, or the Pink Bow, which is in the National Park, that thing's actually going to be doing a lot of work. Pink Bow, Dunsparce, Glare, and Headbutt before Whitney? It's not impossible. I don't know how well Dunsparce will take a rollout, but I mean, glaring that will slow the rollout down quite a bit. And I can definitely take the first level of a rollout. Stomp, I think, is the other move it has. That's pretty scary. Stomp's pretty scary, especially because I have to be set to set instead of switch. I don't have to, but I mean, I am. That's part of the lock. And so I have to hard switch it in on a Stomp and then take a second one, which is not what you want. Is it not Pink Bow? Is it Silk Scarf? They both are items. Oh my gosh. I thought they both still existed. Come on, look it up. Oh, it only exists in Gen 2, you're right. For some reason I thought it existed in like all the gens. Huh. Who knew? Joe did. I didn't. Dude, you've been dropping so many facts. Also, can we talk about how this Dunsparce is dropping Pidgeys? There's 4 sand attacks on this thing, and it did not miss a single attack. Oh, there's another Spearow? Alright, I gotta switch out, though. I'll stay in. I'm already raging. Like, whatever. I'll miss Rage because I talked about it now. Oh, now I don't want to stay in. Alright, yeah. We got 4 sand attacks on us. We missed a Rage. Alright. And the Spearow will go down. I used a lot of rages right there, so I am going to heal up again. Which is just a waste of time in some level, but training this Dunsparce will be worth it, I think. I hope. Honestly, a moveset of Headbutt, Glare, Roost, and maybe a coverage move for ghost types like Bite, for instance. That'd be pretty swell. Both of them have a 60% chance to flinch. I have the paralysis and I have the recovery, even though I can't use items. Yeah. That'd be a pretty decent Dunsparce set, all things considered. It could get an ancient power. It does learn that. I don't remember how. I don't know if it's by level up or what, but... Alright, so there is an encounter in here if I want it. Or if I, you know, stumble across one at some point during this entire cave. Doesn't learn Bite? It definitely learns Bite. It does in future games, at least. So that's dupes. I have already caught one of those. There's Rock Slide. I mean, that doesn't cover a ghost type at all, but... that's okay. There's the Zubat. which is exactly what I was anticipating it to be. It would have been amazing if I had not encountered a Zubat at this point. Don't run from the Zubat. Please don't kill it either. You are adamant 8 levels higher than it. Maybe I should have considered that. Oh, that's a good attack. Alright, so it did 70%, so until he gets back over 70, I can't really hit him again. But yeah, this Zubat, I mean, it means that I get a Slowbro for free. So I'm not that upset about it. And if I had to pick a place and time to get a Zubat, this is probably it. There's not much else in this cave other than Wooper that I really care for. Now that I have, you know, once I had a Geodude. Alright. What should I nickname Zubat? I'm gonna name you... Clicking Tackle again? I mean, I didn't want to kill the Zubat. What should I name the Zubat? Somebody tell me. Oh my gosh, I have so many notifications! Alright, Slugger, X-Ray. I'll go with X-Ray, that's a cool one. Alright, so X-Ray is transferred. And now we just... Actually, there's something over here. I might spray the Repel, honestly. Level 6 Geodudes are not worth my Razor Leafs right now. I know it's grinding and I'm not allowed to do it elsewise, but like... They're not worth the PP of the moves. Alright, so this guy might be a fire... I mean, he is a fire breather. He might have fire Pokemon. That's a Vulpix. I want a Vulpix. So why'd I pick Chikorita? Because Eric told me to. That's why it's named after him, too. Oh, don't roar me. Roar me into Dunsparce, into Dunsparce, into Dunsparce. Oh, come on. This guy predicted me last time. Go for the Poison Powder. Then he can't just roar spam. He's probably going to Ember this time, though. See how much it does. Oh, go straight for the roar, but it fails. Okay. I would have Synthesized if he had Embered there, but he hasn't shown Ember yet. Okay. Does not affect Ember at all. Or Fire Spin, or any of the likely moves that you have to hit me with. Or in the early level Vulpix. Okay, roar. Oh. Well. Pidgey's getting some experience right here. Yo, that's a clean level for Pidgey right there. Okay, sure. That's not at all what I was expecting to happen right there. I think there's a TM down here. Alright. That's a level 8 Geodude. That is actually sort of worth a Razor Leaf. Hopefully it only takes one. With the Miracle Seed and Stab, should only take one. It's quad effective. There's a lot of multipliers here. I know it has good physical defense, but like, at some point, how good, you know? 83. Yeah, Rock Tomb. Ooh! Do I want to give that to Geodude? I could give that to Geodude. Level 8 Rattata. I'll fight you. Level 8 in the wild is pretty good. Dunslarn's Rock Tomb? It's a guaranteed speed drop, though, so I like giving it moves that have that Serene Grace effect, although that is a better attack just quantifiably than Rage, even with Stab. I guess for Reflect, I'm going to get rid of Tackle and just have Razor Leaf. It is less accurate, though, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't get rid of Rage for it. Honestly, I'd have to get rid of Yawn, probably. Well, not right away. Unless I want to get rid of Defense Curl. Level 11 Onyx. That's going to be some nice experience. This thing's going to evolve by the time we get out of here, I'm pretty sure. At least that's the hope. Yeah, I was thinking about Defense Curl plus Rollout, but I don't think that's what I'm going to go for. Because I'd rather have Glare Headbutt. And I don't think I want Glare, Headbutt, Defense Curl, and Rollout to be the moveset, you know? Alright. There is another encounter, but I'm not going to get one on that route right away, because that is the route that you can catch a Heracross on if you headbutt the right trees. So I'm going to try that instead. See how that goes. Because if I don't do that, my best chance of an encounter is a Hoppip. And Jumpluff's interesting, don't get me wrong. Fascinating mon. Not interested. Dunsparce gets Zen Headbutt by Move Tutor? Wow. What a weird mon. What a weird mon. But hey, it's here now. I've never used a Dunsparce. Literally ever in my life. But literally, second encounter. There it was. Alright. Yo, Joe knows his Dunsparce. Don't get between a man and his Dunsparce, dude. 6? No, not worth it. Dude, if I could find them, I would, but you know my luck finding 1% encounters. You're a fire breather. I think, do you have a Magmar? Oh, no, you have a Coughing, right? You're that guy? Yeah. You're gonna want to Smog here. I have 0 on my entire party. 0 special attacks. This one won't have self-destruct, it's too early in the game. But yeah, I have not a single special attack on my entire party. That's something. Can't say I was expecting that. And I don't think I have a single special attack in my box either. I have a guaranteed Ghastly, which would be a special attacker, obviously, and then I have a guaranteed Slowpoke at some point, which are both special attackers. If I ever want to choose to get them. Where is the guaranteed Slowpoke? Slowpoke well, the only two encounters there are Zubat and Slowpoke, and I've already caught a Zubat, so it has to be a Slowpoke. The problem is Slowpoke is only 15%, whereas Zubat is 85%. But that's why if I caught a Wooper here or a like a Wooper for a water type that I want, or a Zubat, I was guaranteed to get the Slowpoke later and get the water type that I wanted. And I believe it comes with, or very soon after catching it, it'll have both Water Gun and Confusion for stabs. So, and those are both special, and would have helped me against the coughing, which I just didn't really have a check to right there. Debatably, right there, I could have Resynthesized, but I will wait. Do you ask me a question here or put it in the Q&A box? Put it in the Q&A box. Yeah, on my Discord, there's a space for Q&A questions. Alright. I finally decided to kill one level 6 Geodude because it was enough to get me to evolve. And if Reflect was much later, I would definitely just not evolve yet and get to level 17, but since it's just one extra level, should be okay. Although throwing up screens, right, and then going into Dunsparce, paralyzing, and then headbutting, if I can get Light Clay for this Bayleaf, that's definitely the strat. That's how I win this entire lock. Dunsparce is broken. There used to be a dude down there. He had a Vulpix. I guess they moved him up top. It's interesting. That was the first evolution of the run, though. So that's pretty cool. Okay. So it's raining here. Interesting. I don't think it's always raining here. This guy's got Machops coming up. So Bayleaf's really my only answer to them. And Synthesis doesn't work as well in the rain, which is unfortunate. So I'm going to give him a potion. Alright. I think I'm going to make it to Azalea Town. Oh, I'm just going to run past you if you're not looking. Cool. I'm going to make it to Azalea Town, and then I am going to call it for tonight for the stream. Thank you all for coming out and for hanging out with me. Appreciate it very much so. I hope that you all are excited for the TTM TBL community war that's coming up and will be live streamed here on the TTM channel in the upcoming weeks. Hopefully for next Wednesday, I'm able to put together a graphic and stuff so that I can kind of showcase what's going on, who's going to be in it, and what the schedule will all be, all that stuff. And otherwise, I will see you guys on my own stream on Friday, where we will be taking on the, or not taking on, but we will be showing the TBL recap from the quarterfinals. So, if you guys do want to watch that, go make sure that you follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GoldoaDragon. ! Gold info will show you all of my links that I'm about to tell you. If you want to join my Discord, ! Gold info will show you the Discord, as well as follow me on Twitter, where I do make some fun Twitter posts sometimes, occasionally. My Twitter is not a like posting videos when they go live thing, like slummy, scummy thing. It's a legitimate thing where I post, generally try to be positive, like posts about whatever I feel like posting about. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's just generally whatever I feel like posting about, but sometimes they're funny or positive and exciting or interesting. So anyway, all those things, all that to say, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys back here next week as the TBL will prove its superiority to the TTM. I say that while being a member of the TTM, so obviously I do respect and enjoy the TTM. And I am a very proud member of this community. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everybody.